Well, hello, everybody, and this is Auntie, and we are here to do part two of our two-part marathon on 90 Day Fiance Season 2. These crazy mofos. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family, and to all of my nieces and nephews who have been with me for the long haul. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Let me tell you, the last segment that we did, if you missed it, you have got to go back and listen to that segment, okay? Oh, Ricky, Fatty Pack Man. But right now, we are going to be concentrating on our boy, Tarik. As you all know, yesterday I spilled some tea about Mr. Tarik, and it was some interesting tea. And it needed this story needed to be told. And I know for the young lady that is dating him, I know it was a bit uncomfortable for me to spill that tea. I know that you reached back out to me last night, but I was tired as hell because I don't know what time it is where you live, but it was late as hell when I spilled that tea and I could not talk to you. But let me talk to you personally before we even go into this segment, my dear. Um, Usually I don't do things like that. I usually keep the information that I find out about each one of these crazy mofos to myself. But this particular time, I felt like everybody needed to know. And here's why. This man has been projecting himself as, hold on for 1 second, okay? Thank you, Watona Hendrickson, for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, sweetie. You know, this man has been projecting himself as a victim, okay, saying that the devil was after him, and that the TLC thing is it's the devil. And I don't know if he doesn't like the way he has been projected. But when you are the type of person that does the kind of stuff that you allege that he did, people need to know about it. Now, they were only allegations from you to me and a lengthy phone call, but I hope that you didn't get your feelings hurt and that you weren't hurt by what I released. I was very kind and I did not release your picture. And I thought that that was the least that I could do for you. But let me tell you something. You got tea like that, you need to spill it, okay? Thank you so much. You're so good, Judy, for the 199 super chat. Love you, Auntie. Bring on the mask. Thank you. I think you super chatted the last time and I wasn't able to get it. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. So I know you got your feelings hurt and you wanted to talk to me last night. You can call me on Saturday morning and we can discuss this at length and why the reasons why I did what I did. But just for right now, I'm gonna give you a summation of why I did what I did. People need to know about this mofo. If these are the allegations that are out there, then guess what? I have a duty and a responsibility to let people know what is being alleged. And I'm not accusing him of anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting up text messages. That's all I did. So, I mean, it's up to him whether or not he validates that information or whether or not you would like to validate that information. If you want to have an interview with me and cuss me the hell out, you're more than welcome to do that as well. But this mofo is sitting up there calling you, allegedly, and asking you to do the show with him. He knows that you are a poor and, by your own admission, that you don't have a lot of money and that your family is poor, and to take advantage of you or any other woman, allegedly, if this is what he's doing, if this is what he's doing, to take advantage of you, to try to have you, to trick TLC and expose you to all of this stuff, just isn't right. It's not fair. See, the thing about it is all of us who watch 90 Day Fiance, we watch 90 Day Fiance because we like the dirt. But one thing we don't like to do is for it to be made a fool of. We don't want individuals to come out here on 90 Day Fiance and like Ricky and just have a whole, a whole different story, a whole different life, and things are just unfolding. We don't mind the unfolding, but we want some of the truth to be revealed too. And so, for him to call you and try to get you to do the show, and then when you turned it down because he wants to bring you here to the United States, allegedly, he wants to bring you here to the United States, marry you, and then have you stay up in the bed, and have multiple women running up in and out of there. But then and yet and still, he gonna sit there and degrade, allegedly, he's gonna sit there on television and degrade his baby mama and talk about how the relationship was tumultuous. I wonder why it was. I wonder if it was that way because you want to entertain and bring other people into the relationship. Everybody ain't down for the mess, and you certainly weren't. And so, what I wanted them to see from your story is a woman who stood up for herself, despite the fact that you're poor, despite the fact that your family doesn't have a lot to a lot of possessions, can barely make the bills meet one another. Okay, we didn't even talk about the bills greeting. We talk about the damn bills meeting. But you and your family made a decision that you know what, I'd rather be poor. I'd rather live a comfortable life than a life with a man who wants me to bring another woman into the relationship. And because I am, you know, um, eh, because I don't have as much as the typical woman does, and because my family is going to be depending on you to, and your US dollars to take care of us, you just treat me like anything. Your story is a story, if it's real, if it's true, your story is a story of a woman who is victorious, a woman who came out on top, a woman who kept her integrity and her dignity. That's what your story is. There's nothing for you to be ashamed of. And like I said, I blocked your face out. I didn't even allow the world to see who you were because I didn't want anybody to be running after you. Now I know he probably called you and cussed you the fuck out. I'm sure he did. But even in the pictures where I showed at the end and I showed the pictures of him, guess what? I made sure that you weren't in those pictures. Okay, let me the Aaron F. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Prayers for all my cousins affected by Hurricane Florence. Love you, Auntie. Love you too, sweetie. Your story is a story that you should be proud of. And like I said, I know he called and cussed you out. And I know he went off. And I know he knows that you were in those pictures. And I know that he knows that what I did spill was just a fraction of what you and I talked about. And I'm sure that he's probably, if this is true, allegedly, allegedly he probably is walking on eggshells, now wondering how much more Auntie will reveal. I went really nice on him. Didn't you think? You didn't think I went nice on him? I think I did. I went nice on you too. I went nice on you too. Now, allegedly, he's not even with Hazel because maybe she wasn't with the okey doke either. Is it possible that him and his brother are running some kind of scam? I don't know. Are they playing good cop, bad cop? I don't know. You tell me. Is this what they always do? Go out to these third world countries, date these young girls, have sex with them, bring other people into the room with them? I don't know. You tell me. But for right now, you're looking like the one who came out on top. You held to your guns and you didn't want them. Unless there's something more to your story that hasn't been told. So anyway, we see Tarik, you know what I'm saying? He's out there, and Dean asks Hazel whether or not she is woman enough for him. Does she think so? Well, Dean, seems like you already know the answer to that. I'm just wondering what the real story is behind this. See, a lot of these characters that have come out, and then they get this bad rap because TLC has the cameras on them. And yes, there does involve some editing, but you can't be mad, Tariq, when you signed that contract. Because see, that's what you decided to do. You decided to sign a contract and to show your ass. You wanted to be seen as the man who saves her. But you can't be mad about her having a boyfriend when you want a couple of girlfriends, allegedly. And then you say that you're looking for mother material. What a joke. The one that you were with, you had mother material. The beautiful queen that you had was mother material. But you want her to be what? A mother, a wife, a hoe, a stripper? What you want? What? And then you have the nerve to make an Instagram video. I heard you when you made a comment about, somebody being loud and belligerent and ignorant, some YouTuber, you were shouting out another YouTuber while trying to tear another YouTuber down. Didn't even know I had tea on your ass. Didn't even know that I would spill a little bit of it, but I could show spill a lot. Try my ass. Try me. Try me. Because I got thousands of people who are waiting on me to spill the tea, the rest of it on your ass. And what you don't want to happen, allegedly, is for the bucket to fall over. So I know, sweetie, that you were a little upset with me. You probably are still a little upset with me, but your ass got away. You got out. You're not on television looking like an asshole. You're not on television looking like a victim, like some woman who's desperate to be with a man and will allow him to do anything that he wants to do with her. And all this is alleged. No threats, just talking. This is for entertainment purposes only and educational. We need these people to come clean about this stuff. And I know everybody isn't going to come clean totally about this stuff. But don't be trying to fraud no 90 Day Fiance fans, because I'm going to tell you one thing about us. We do our homework and research. And we find out what we need to find out. And most of the time for me, the stuff just falls in my lap magically. Just magically appears. And I love it. I love it. I really do. And so I'm going to open up the phone lines. But I'm going to make a phone call to one of our viewers that called the last time. She said that she had some tea, some ready tea, and some clarity on Tarik. And so we're going to give her an opportunity to do that. So before you call on 240-986-1536, let me call her first. Let me allow her to get the opportunity to spill the tea that she wants to spill on Tarik. Maybe I can confirm some of the stuff that she actually has. Thank you, Kay Wildness, for the 199 super chat. Thanks for being on tonight, Auntie. You're so welcome, sweetie. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button when you come into the room so that I know you're here, and so does YouTube. And don't forget, for all of those people that want to hit the thumbs down, you got to wait till the video goes off before you even thumbs it down. Isn't that a damn shame? Let me call her, okay? Get some tea. Hopefully, she has some tea that she can spill for us. Years of what did she say? What did she say? What did that comment say? I ain't into blackmail. I ain't even into threat. I didn't even make a threat. I just was talking. So let's call this young lady back. I'm hoping everything is hooked up. I believe it is. Let's call her because she said that she had some tea that she wanted to spill. And so we're going to go ahead on and do that.
Hi, T. This is Nana for T.
Okay, hold on, Nana. Okay, gotta put you in the blue. Hold on, okay? Hold on. I gotta get you on Bluetooth, okay? Hold on.
Yes, yes, yes. Tarik, I got notes and pages, headers, and footnotes, and all kinds of stuff.
Well, damn.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
I don't know why this thing is acting up, but hold on, okay?
Okay. Mine's active too. I got desktops, laptops, and tablets, and like I'm studying for an exam.
Okay, do me a favor. I'm gonna hang up and you're gonna call me and let's see if we can get this connected. Call me right back. Okay.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm having some difficulties with this. I don't know what the there you go. As soon as I hang up, there you go. What the tomfoolery? Technology. There we go. Hey, Nana, you're on with Auntie.
All right, Nana. Okay, I'm gonna try. TT, this is Tarik. I done went deep. I went deep. I got my. I'm in. I'm in. Okay, I want to talk about Tarik. And I thought Tarik told us he only had one daughter. Is that correct? Yeah. That's what he told the people. He had one daughter. Well, I found out Tarik has a son, and not only does he have a son, TT, it's a junior. Did I miss this?
What?
Look at your face. Did I miss this? Oh, don't want me. No, you don't want me. TT. Not only, let me tell you, his name is Tarik Ramon Myers Jr. Yeah, TT. He got a son, TT. Yes, I went deep. You said go deep, look deep. I'm looking deep. What? I went deep, TT. I went back to homeboy, hometown. When I did deep, I did. I got so much dirt on me right now, I look like a fossil. That's how deep I went. I went back to his hometown. And let me tell you, this guy is a piece of work. Now, this Tarik name is a family name because he's a junior. The Tarik we're dealing with is a junior. He's named after his father.
Okay.
I got the date of birth for the father. I got the date of birth for the Tarik was born in 1970. His son was born in 1996.
Okay.
Tarik, number one, the first Tarik was born in 1966.
Okay.
Tarik has been married not once, not twice. Tarik has not been honest to us, with us. He has this son, very handsome young man, but his son has some issues. Tarik left Ohio for a reason. Allegedly. Oh my gosh, allegedly. How did I forget that? Allegedly, I found this on a state website. So allegedly, I'm sorry to have ever said, allegedly from this allegedly, Tarik, allegedly has a son that's 23 years old. Allegedly, he's been married 3 times. Allegedly, he is he just hasn't been telling us the truth. And allegedly, I understand why Mr. Dean is so angry all the time.
Why?
Probably because he's a scammer too. His damn name allegedly is not. He probably doesn't want us to know his real name allegedly because Leroy is a bad man. Leroy Dean Myers. This guy allegedly, sorry, allegedly, Leroy Dean Myers. I see why he was so aggressive to this young lady.
Why?
When I first saw it, I knew there was a problem.
Why?
Because this man, he's allegedly he has children allegedly from Ohio to Utah, from Maryland, from this place. He's gotten a divorce. He's a very angry young man too. Allegedly, they're not brothers, they're cousins. They're not brothers, they're cousins. This guy is a dangerous guy, allegedly, from the information that I found, allegedly.
Okay.
That's why he's so. I'm just concerned about Tarik's whole story. Allegedly.
I got you. You don't have to. Wait. Let me stop. Let me stop. Wait. Listen.
Okay.
Let me stop you. You go ahead and talk, because I'll put your allegedly signs up. Okay. I got that. So you don't have to say that.
Thank you.
Okay, I got you. So go ahead, because we just need to hear the story. You got a whole lot of footnotes and outline and all that. So we just need to hear your story. Okay, so I got you. Okay, I got you.
So I guess my whole thing when there's so much more allegedly that I found that I got pages and pages and pages on these brothers. I mean, I got pages allegedly on these brothers that since once you came out with the information, I just allegedly just wanted to know who I was seeing on the screen.
Stop. Hold on. Stop. No.
I just didn't understand Dean's anger and it scared me.
I got you on allegedly, so you don't have to say allegedly anymore. Start from the beginning, because you're real hyped up, and we need to hear this damn tea. Now, when you sit down and you serve the tea, you gotta serve the tea like a lady. So we need to hear the tea like a lady.
Okay.
All right. So I got you on this front. Okay. All right. So all we need to do is hear the research that you did. I got you.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm just.
You hyped up, girl. You is hyped up.
Yeah, because it's so serious that it just makes me sad.
Okay, so wait a minute. So let's stop.
I think it's so serious, TT. I'm gonna send it to you in an email because it's just so overwhelming.
Okay.
I've been holding this stuff since 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I see your face. I'm loving
it. Keep on going. Come on. Cut the screen off so you don't see me. And let's just talk.
I'm not either. It just okay. The divorces. I just don't. These children and how this brother is coming at this woman and saying, "Do you have something to tell us? Do you have something to tell us, young man?" Because I can't even talk to you. I don't know what else to say.
Look, goddamn it, you better.
I don't know. It's just so.
No, you need to talk. Okay,
talk,
so we got Leroy.
I do need to talk, but it's so much because I don't. When you tell me to say, and I'm such a bad, I got such a bad mouth, TT. This stuff is so. I know.
Just say what you gotta say.
I'm gonna hang up.
No,
let me get my thoughts together.
I will call you back.
Can I do that? Call you? Give me 5.
Hell no.
Can I do that?
No, you gonna work yourself through this.
Hell
no. We about to argue in here.
It's like
look, you need to first of all breathe. Goddamn it, breathe. Okay. So I'm not saying the Lord's name in vain for people. I'm saying GOT. So I need you to breathe. Come on, breathe with me. You ready? Come on, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can't talk and breathe at the same time. Now breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in.
I got it.
Breathe out. Okay. Now go.
Okay.
Go.
Here's the first thing about Tarik.
All right, go. Okay.
Age verification. We need to find out if this mofo, how old did he say he was? If he's 54, 35. I didn't even know what age he is. How old did he tell us?
I think he said I think he said he was in his 40s.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a lie. I know that's a lie because I got proof that's a lie. That's a lie. Since we want to be, that's a lie. That little Tarik Ramon Myers. Can you explain why he has one that looks identical to him?
Why he got what?
27 years old. There's a young man that looks identical to him. That's 25 years old, named Tarik Ramon Myers.
Okay.
Since we're worried about where her child is, when the brother confronted her for a mother who gives away her child, why isn't Tarik telling her about his son? Since we're being honest.
Okay.
And about the and about the people in Utah that this is,
Utah.
About the situation in Utah that he got himself into. The father Tarik we're talking about.
Okay, now who's the father?
Tarik. There's 3 Tariks in his family. There's a Tarik that's 65 years old.
Okay.
We got another Tarik that is that there's a Tarik that's 65 years old. We got a Tarik that's 50 years old, a Tarik that's on TV, and then we have a Tarik that's 27 years old. That's what I keep saying. This Tarik is not being honest.
Okay.
And then we have Dean, who is really Leroy, his first cousin, and he's the oldest, and he's not his younger brother.
Okay.
They're just cousins, who is a psychomaniac who gave me, from the first time I seen him on television, who I was like, this guy scares me. I thought he was going over there maybe to pick up a girl. But then I saw his reaction to her, like he is going to hurt her. He scared me. So that made me find out who's Dean. Every time I try to find Dean, there was no Dean Myers. So if I can't find Dean Myers, he's not real.
Okay.
Well, I found out why there was no Dean Myers.
Why?
Because that's not his real name.
Okay, what's his real name?
His name is Leroy D. Myers.
Okay.
And it's 3 of them. Their family goes in 3. There's a Leroy Sr., the same age. It's him, and then he has a son.
Okay.
It's just like Tarik. They go in 3s. And they're all maniacs. This guy, they're liars, IT. They have a plethora of women and children throughout the United States, and this is what they do.
What?
I have documents proving this.
And so, how many babies is out there per person?
I have 3 for Tarik, and I have 8 for Mr. Leroy Dean, and 3 wives. 2 for Tarik and 3 for Leroy.
What? And so, where they from?
From Trotwood, Ohio. We have Columbus, Ohio. We have we have Lewisburg, Ohio. We have Las Vegas, Nevada. I have a city in Utah. I can go on. There's more cities in Ohio. I got 14 different pages of information on these guys.
Okay, so
and they're a rapper attempts of being careers. But Tarik's not, when it comes to like financial, he's a financial responsible guy.
Okay.
But he's just a little creepy when it comes to the bedroom stuff. But that brother is dangerous. Like we said, the brother is dangerous. You got to keep him away. If she comes over here, you got to keep him away because he's dangerous. He has PTO orders still standing against him, against women, for women, because he's dangerous. Not the first. He got several. And I'm not making stuff up. This is, I just went online and I wanted to find who people are. You're on national TV. You should be able to, I can't believe they put these people on TV, and the aggression that he showed to her, it scared me, TT. It scared me.
So
that's what made me look for him. Because I'm like, he was so aggressive. I know he was drunk, but his dean's aggression toward her, and his brother lacks the baby, his claimed brother, but they're first cousins. They're not even brothers. They're first cousins.
So you're saying that he has protective orders against him from multiple women, allegedly?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Leroy D. Myers. Yes.
Now, are you sure you got the right guy? Do you have the right guy? You said it's 3 of them. How do you know you have the right one?
Because I'm looking at his date of birth. I'm looking at the time, the incident. I'm looking at the what happened. It tells you the docket. You can pull up everything. Certain certain jurisdictions give you information and some don't. And this one gives you can hit the docket and it just gives you everything. I was like, whoa, oh, okay.
And so you were sitting up in
I just hit it and it was just available.
So was you
eating? I found the county name. Go ahead.
And so were you eating potato chips and dips when you was looking at this? What was you eating when you was doing all this research?
I was eating popcorn and drinking me some wine coolers and writing notes and taking footnotes and headers and walk around kicking the dog and talking and telling my husband when is she coming on. I got notes and post-its all over the place, and it looked like I'm doing a dossier for a program that I'm going to do a book on. Actually, it's ridiculous because he's driving me nuts with I'm just scared now. Now I'm scared because I'm scared. Like, I didn't know that kind of person could be on TV. I thought they would do a better job than put that kind of person on TV. So now I'm going to go in on Ricky. I'm going to find out what Ricky doing to us. I'm sorry, I'm coming in late, but this Tarik stuff, it's so much.
Well, do you have one of them?
On it. Their lips going to drop to the floor.
Let me ask you a question. Wait.
It's just so much. It's so much more to this family.
Let me ask
and I'm not even telling you.
Let me ask you a question. Can you read one of the dockets? I mean, what are the alleged dockets?
Yes. Yes, darling. Yeah.
The most recent one.
Okay. It's been a minute. It ain't nothing. Okay, let me refresh. I got 3 computers. Oh, no. I'm sorry, cousins. I'm sorry, dead air. This is really
You don't have
nasty,
to. You
Auntie. I'm
don't have
sorry.
to. You don't
I'm
have to
sorry.
apologize. If anybody say anything disrespectful,
I
sir,
had it.
block them. Go ahead, boo. Cause
No,
you,
ma'am. No,
no,
ma'am.
they
I'm
gotta
just
be
like I'm
disrespectful. They
looking
can't.
at my. I'm trying to type it in, and the computer done timed me out. I'm like, what? I got three computers open, a laptop. Oh my god, are you serious? Wait a minute. What is this? I can't see. Come on, don't mess with me now. But I. What is this? T. What letter is it? I don't know what this letter is. Get it. Oh my, come on. It is their family BSB. Okay, it's asking me to put these little letters in, and where are my glasses at? I know that's an R. Can I see? Are you kidding me? PSV.
You didn't save it. How the hell you gonna find that kind of
Well, I
information?
did. What? No, I did. I did. I got like 5 pages open, and my computer timed me out, and it asks you to go in, so it tells you you're not a robot, and it won't let me back in until I put these characters in, and it just won't let me back in. I'm gonna get. Oh, there we go. I can see this letter. It's the computer. Don't, Auntie. I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm just feeling really bad right now. I'm sorry, cousin. I feel really bad because I told you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mr. Leroy, 12769. Docket. Here we go.
Okay.
Mail. It's mail delivered. Well, these are dated back to 2003, 2003. This is his divorce, his last divorce here. Um, domestic relation bill for collections. I'm not going to say the wife's name,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah, keep her name private.
2008, regular, yes. um, ordered not to stay away from the resident, 6/30/2008. Court miscellaneous served 6/30/2008, returned 7/1/2008. With mail to domestic relations, and that's it on that one. I see a child support, domestic relations again, where it is.
But what does domestic relations mean? That just means that he was in a domestic relationship. That don't mean he was whooping nobody's ass. Do you have anything saying he was whooping somebody's ass?
No. I have it where he was. There's the old domestic regular Virginia Beach Leroy. I have it. Trust me. I'm not telling you something that's not there. I would never tell you that.
Well,
we got 14 pages in a divorce now. So
I tell you what you do.
I gotta go through every page.
I tell you what you do. You send me that. You send me that alleged information, allegedly. Send it to me
ma'am.
at Auntie's.
And you will show our cousin.
And I will do a video on it if it pans out.
Yes, ma'am. I will show it. I will get it to you tonight when my husband come in because I don't know how to attach and send, but I'll get it all to you. Every 36 pages of it. All right. I promise. Thank you. Thank you, Chief, for taking the time to listen. And I promise I'll get it all to you.
I love you, hon.
Okay? Thank you, guys.
And breathe. Breathe.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Breathe. That child wasn't breathing. You got to breathe. You know, when you got that tea like that, you know, when you get that stuff, it's a rush. So I know some of y'all got impatient with her, but you know what? At the same time, it could be you with some alleged tea that you need to spill. And you know, you get nervous and you don't know what to spill. You don't know, how to really spill it. But Auntie, know how to spill it now. But all of it is, again, allegedly, And so basically, we just out here talking for entertainment purposes only. It's all alleged. Um, and we'll see. We'll do the research on it and we'll see whether or not, these are some crazy mofos and I need to be watching my back. The phone number to call in is 240-986-1536. If you would like to talk about Tarik. Um, so she said his name is, so she said he off the hook. She seemed a little afraid, by the information that she pulled up. But you don't have anything to be afraid of, sweetie. You go ahead on and breathe and everything. Get yourself together, send it to your auntie, and I'll do the rest. Okay. And if it's something I feel like it needs to be out there and it needs to be said, that we will find a way to to get that information out. Can you imagine the person that had got the information about Angela? It is really hard to spill tea um about people. Hmm. This is really interesting. I don't know if y'all, intrigued, but I am. I'm very intrigued because I didn't hear, this from the girlfriend. And that's not to say that it ain't good information. I just didn't hear that from her. Um, hmm, hmm. So, did you hang up? Why you hang up? Okay, Carly, you hung up. Come on and call back in, Carly. You calling me international from an area code that I think I'm familiar with. Don't be scared. Go ahead on the call. And it's a damn this. I tell you, this is a damn interesting night because this particular caller is calling me from a number that looks very, very familiar. Go ahead on, call me back, caller. Don't be afraid. I won't expose you if you don't expose yourself. And the plot thickens. This is definitely taking a different turn tonight. Um, Stay safe, Donna Dixon. I think that they use alias names because they you get so many so many people, you get trolls even on this channel. When we are out here, we're live chatting and stuff like that. People. So what's going on here? This is interesting. How calling you on with Auntie?
Huh?
How calling you on with Auntie?
Okay, see, I didn't know it was gonna go through. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, cause this Mr. Bloggy.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I ain't got no teeth still. I'm just happy in the comments.
Okay.
But somebody else can call in. I ain't got nothing to say. Like I said, I'm just enjoying the comments. I didn't even know things were gonna go through.
It's okay, sweetie. I think a lot of people scared to call.
Love you, Auntie. Love you,
Love you
cousin.
too. I think a lot of people scared to call tonight. We might have to wrap this up and say continue to be continued. To be continued. And I saw super chats that I missed. I'm so sorry I missed your super chats. I really do apologize for that. This has been a very interesting night. Um, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I really don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words because I could hear the fear in her voice of what she has discovered. And I'm a little concerned about her. And you know what? When somebody is on the line and they're talking, they may not be your style. They may be somebody I allow to be on the phone a little longer. Please don't be rude in the comments. Because like I said, and I say so many times, come and know your address. And it may be a subject matter that you think is important for you to talk about. And somebody may be rude in the comment section to you and say you get on their nerves. So please try to be as respectful as possible in the comments. One of the things that the moderators don't want to do, please don't tell Frank to call. Frank is a grown man. He will call. Stop it with the Frank stuff in the comment section. For everybody that's on my YouTube, on my Facebook channel, you know why. I'm sorry. Just let me say this, call. I'm sorry. For everybody that's on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook channel, you know why I'm saying that. Stop it with the Frank stuff in the comments. Don't pump nobody else to call. Call your damn self. He grown. He know the number. Thank you. How calling you on with Auntie?
Hi, Auntie. This is your favorite moderator.
Hi, Sarah.
Anywho, I'm just going to let you know that Chrissy Wade sent you a super chat, and she said, "OMG, this is a great night of all."
Thank you, Chrissy Wade.
And let me see, Maggie's mama, you ate the pen. She said, "Hi, Auntie. Sorry I'm late. What have I missed?" Fly, honey.
Thank you, Maggie,
And I think that uh, Erin S sent you one, but I can't scroll up. But I believe she sent you one, and then you missed it.
Mama. Okay.
So I think those are the only ones that you missed. But I think you got all the others.
Let me ask you a question while I have you out here. Did you?
Yes,
I shared a picture with you of the other woman.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about her?
She was she was beautiful. She looked very mature and nothing like Hazel. Like complete opposite. Like I think complete opposite. But Hazel was more like a child compared to this other woman. Like she looked like a woman. And I would have been angry. Like I really would have been angry had I seen Tarik on any Hazel. Like really? Like she was a beautiful woman. Absolutely beautiful.
She is beautiful. She is.
Yes.
Do you think after seeing her picture, do you think that Hazel is a rebound?
Oh, 100%. I think I'm not only that. I think that especially knowing that we know about him only knowing Hazel for a short period of time, not only do I think that she was a rebound, I think that she was I need to get on TV. I need to find somebody right now. I find and Hazel was the first one to buy. And she had an ulterior motive of trying to get to America, and he promised extreme polygamy, of course. And so she bit, he bit, and 90 Day Fiance Magic happened. You know, with his supposed rap career, maybe he was trying to be on TV. I don't know, but I don't even know if it was necessarily a rebound. It was I need to find somebody right away, and she was the first one that did, I believe.
Yeah, because old girl wouldn't bite.
Yeah, she wouldn't come back. She would not come back. She said, "I'm not coming back. No, I'm not coming back. So do what you got to do, boo, but I'm not coming back." And like you said, what did you say? Weeks, right? He said he only made it for 2 weeks. So that was enough time for him to make it on the show, apparently. So I don't think it was a rebound at all. I think it was a who can I get on here the quickest list. And Hazel was the one that got him on there the quickest.
So do you think that they running some kind of scam? You know, when the caller was talking earlier, do you believe that they running some kind of scam? Because why would your cousin come out? See, the thing about it was when she went to the airport to pick him up, he said, "Don't bring anybody. I want to have time to spend with you." But yet and still you bring your cousin, allegedly. Wait a minute, hold on.
Brother, cousin.
You bring your brother cousin all the way from the United
Right.
States, but you got to say that you want to have privacy. I mean, which one is it?
Yeah, I don't know if I would say it's a scam. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I believe he was running some kind of scam to be on the show. I don't know why he would say don't bring anybody with her. That really didn't make
So
sense.
what was Dean's purpose? What was Dean's purpose? If Tarik knew why Dean was coming, Dean said that he was coming to represent the family and to find out about Hazel. But the moment he asked Hazel a question that challenged her, he got mad with him, got angry with him, and didn't want any more parts of Dean. Then he and Hazel are going to another island. What's the deal? What's the real deal?
Well, I think somebody earlier said in the comments something about Dean came along for the young women, for the young women. Like that was really his reason for coming. It had nothing to do with Tyreek and Hazel. He came for the young women and what goes on in that country, allegedly. But I don't really know why Dean came.
But you don't think it's a
Because
good cop, bad
there
cop?
wasn't. Go ahead.
It looked like
Go ahead.
good. It looked like good cop, bad cop to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. But at the same time, I don't really think that Tyreek really was that into Hazel. I don't really think he was there for a. It's deep down. I don't really think that he was there for. Yeah, I think that Tyreek was there for a television show. In my opinion, he was there to be on TV. I think he was there for Beyonce
Who is
for
that on
90,
there
90
cussing
Day
like
Beyonce.
that? Loving life. Five, 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 is really sitting up here as long as she been with me using the SHIT word on here.
Oh, she was like,
Are you
hold on. Let me get
serious?
some more time out because I can be this stuff too. Sorry, love and life, 5. Time out for you. Um, sorry. But yeah, I really think that he was there for TV. I don't think he was there to get a Beyonce. Not from Hazel. I don't at all. I just don't think. If anything, it was to get himself and his cousin brother on TV to get them the spotlight. I'm gonna bring you on. I'm gonna put you on. That's what That's what we do. I'm gonna put you on, boo. Come on, I'm gonna get you on. If I'm gonna be famous, you're gonna be famous. Let's do this. That's what he did. He brought him along. Why not? If somebody you say you don't want them around, how they all had the same shirt on. They all three of them had the same shirts from the same place. They all visited the same place.
Okay.
Y'all all went to I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was for. But it was TAL somebody, and him and Hazel and Tyreek had identical tank tops. And then Dean had on the t-shirt, but they were all from the same place. So y'all all went there first, and then y'all pretended like y'all had a later. But stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Y'all been in there have a good time. You know, cameras come on. He comes along and asks all these tough questions. And look at that guy. Stop it. Stop
Okay.
it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Hmm. Well, we will find out, won't we? We will find out.
We sure will.
Hopefully, your
We sure
fellow cousin
will.
will send me the information. We'll find out and we'll see, how that works out. I'm surprised that that's not on Reddit. Um, hmm. I can't believe that Reddit
Yeah,
and
so
Starcasm, who do a lot of research, I can't believe that they haven't found out about, his records if he has any.
yeah,
Nicole, Nicole, you can wait a minute, hold on. Sarah, you know what? Let me cut you
I
off so
see
I
it.
can deal with this and then and okay, love you.
But wait, I just wanted to what I was about to say. What last thing?
That's all right.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah, what is going? I your comment.
Okay.
All right, y'all have a blessed evening.
Love
And
you.
just I know there's some people with family in North Carolina, South Carolina. So I hope your friends and family. I love you all. Be blessed. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye boo. Sorry. Okay, so the rules are in this, and there are no rules really for this. I just ask that number one, you be respectful in the comment section, that you don't disrespect each other, and that you don't, the S word on my channel, I don't want it used. I don't want to use in the comments. I don't want the S word even coming out of my own mouth. I try to stay clear of that. The MF word, I say mofo, but we all should know by now. If you've been with Auntie, or maybe you knew, the mofo word, I don't want used in the comments. I don't want anything that is going to be talking about a protected class of people. So if you want to come out here and you want to talk about something, we're talking about something serious and it's about transgenders or something like that. I don't want anybody miscategorized. I don't want anybody to feel um um like they have been disrespected. Period. So while we out here and we're gagging and we're having fun and stuff like that, I think that there should be a certain respect level. So, sweetie, I know that you're new, and I thank you so much for being here. There's not a lot of rules. It's just that S word. I don't want to put my glasses on and see the S word floating up on my channel like that. And that S word is sugar, honey, iced tea. Um, like I don't. Now, if you on my Facebook page, it then it's no holds bar. But here on YouTube, it is a lot of people that are on here. I just think certain words should not be used, but it's no big deal. It's just that you're gonna get blocked when it happens, and then after that, after I mean, not blocked, but your comment is going to be deleted because I just want us to have a place where we can share. Now, if you're using the F word or you calling somebody a B or something like that, stuff like that, that doesn't really bother me as much as it may bother the moderator. Each moderator is different, so what Sarah may think is passable, someone else may think is not, and they may block it. We're trying to get a uniformity. So if it offended anybody, I apologize. We are working to try to um, 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 make this thing uniform and consistent, because I know sometimes people will ask, well, why did my comment get blocked, or why did you like, why did I go on timeout and stuff like that? The moderators are doing the best that they can to try to accommodate what I would like on the channel. And a lot of times, if you see things, deleted off of there, or your comment may go on timeout, or you may go on timeout or something like that. We apologize in advance, but there's certain things that we're trying to work our way through this. And I do appreciate you even asking the question, because there are probably other new people out here along with you who are asking. I know some people think that I'm petty, I'm controlling, I'm this, I'm that, but I want everybody to feel like this is a safe environment for them to be able to talk and to share their ideas, or their comments and stuff like that, without feeling like they're being attacked, or that they're just inappropriate things going on out here on the channel. So while there are not a lot of rules, there are a lot of rules because each moderator sees things differently. So the reason why I said something about the other young lady who had been out here with me for a very long time is because she used the sugar honey iced tea. And and everybody knows, that's been with me for quite some time, that I don't like that word being used on my channel. I'll try to edit this out of the video at the end, but at the end of the day, I'm tired. I thank you all so much for being here. This has been a very interesting video. This is live. And so you can't fake live. This is like reality. You know what I'm saying? This is reality YouTube. This is how it really happens. This is how it go down in the house sometimes. And you know what? At the end of the day, we all love one another, and we appreciate each other. I appreciate each and every one of you all for being out here tonight. I really do. I don't know what happened to Frank. He was supposed to call and give me his Reddit review, but I have not heard from Frank. Speaking of Frank, the Frank Rizio, and there he is. Well, hello, Frank.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I didn't want to interrupt you, Auntie. I was just waiting for you to get through before I called.
It's
Because you
okay.
were discussing important things, and I wasn't the type to step on you while you're trying to update on the rules and everything. So
It's
I was just
okay.
patiently waiting my turn.
It's okay, sweetie. You want to give us our Reddit update for the week?
Yeah. Since we're at the end here, does that mean I can talk about everyone?
No, we're going to talk about everybody but Ricky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I sent you a message on Facebook with the entirety of the story there. I can fill in a bunch of the holes there that were missed previously.
I
Okay.
didn't see it. I didn't see it,
Um,
and Sarah didn't. Sarah mentioned it. I did not see anything that you sent today, unless you sent
yeah,
it
I
to.
just sent it. I sent it a few minutes ago.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. John, there's a huge discussion on, is the ring real?
Okay.
Because if you paid attention, that ring was big. That was some serious rapper kind of bling. And we know that John lives at home with his mother and works in a recycling center. And it's generally assumed that, considering the house and everything that we've seen, that he probably doesn't have the kind of money that would be required to buy a huge diamond solitaire that size for her. So, there's discussion on, is it a cubic zirconia? That spawned an entire discussion on, if it is a cubic zirconia, is that okay? As long as he didn't try to pass it off as a diamond, and she's okay with it being cubic zirconia, and he's okay with it being cubic zirconia, does it really matter?
Amen.
A television producer, not from Sharp Entertainment or from TLC, but a television producer posted on her Twitter that everybody knows that John is the father of Lucy, and that the whole thing is a fraud. That they took the money from the GoFundMe that they were running earlier and used that to fly to England and get knocked up. She came back home to the U.S., had the baby here. That's why she sent John part of the umbilical cord, because he couldn't be here to witness the birth of his daughter. And, it's kind of what we all assumed from the beginning, but it's coming from a TV producer, someone whom you assume might be in the right circle to hear this kind of thing, gives it a little more weight.
What?
Okay, Darcy. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Lucy,
a television producer said the whole thing was fake, that it is not the first time that Rachel had been to the UK, that she went to the UK, got knocked up, came home, had the baby. John was going to come over for the birth, couldn't get the visa. That much is true.
what?
But yeah, so there's an interesting little tidbit there for you. Jesse, I don't know if you've seen recently, and some of his recent posts have said that Darcy is broke. She lives in a condo that's owned by her dad
Right.
and Stacy's ex-husband.
Right.
She doesn't have custody of her kids and all of that. I know you guys have talked about that, but says that she has no money, and because of that, house the hoe bags is closed and all of that. Someone on Reddit found an estate sale run by the internationally famous Sylvia sisters, or whatever their name is,
Yeah.
including all sorts of stuff, including stuff from House of Hobag. So it's like they pulled off a bunch of the stuff that they had. I don't know, maybe for lunch money. There was one kind of interesting fact in there that you could come to. It was in a house or something where they had all this stuff that was for sale, and you had to leave your purse outside, and you couldn't bring boxes in. So evidently they were worried about people stealing stuff. Let's see. Tarik, people have generally said Tarik either looks like Sinbad or Carlton from The Fresh Prince. I also had a note here about the T-shirt fraud, but cousin Sarah got that one before I got here. Okay, Paul. The Paul and Karini story, if you watch that one closely, it's a continuity nightmare.
Okay.
They talk to Paul, and Paul's getting dressed, and he's ready to go to the ceremony and all, and you look at him, and his hair is all trimmed, and it's fresh looking, and he puts on a suit. Then they show him on the bus or the van or whatever it is, riding with the producers on his way to the wedding, and the suit is different. And then when he gets to the wedding, his hair is not short or fresh any longer. It is now a little longer. It has grown out. This has caused everyone to question, was that just a reenactment? Is that why the father didn't dress up and everybody seemed so bored? Someone from Brazil chimed in and said, I live in Brazil. I've been to 1,000 Brazilian weddings. I have never seen one like that one. That was the strangest wedding I have ever seen. Where you just kind of go up and sit at the table in front of some people and have them. Okay, some other info has leaked through the cracks that Karini is pregnant, which we all knew, but with twins. So Karini's going to be big as a house because that's how it goes with twins. And our boy Paul, being consistent with the way he is demanding that when the babies are born, a DNA test will be done because he isn't sure he's the father. So, as we all know, Paul is out of his mind, but maybe he knows something. It did seem kind of strange that it seemed awful quick when he got there that Karini was talking about wanting to start a family, and she was kind of talking about that before the wedding. Before the wedding planning was even done. So that's caused people to wonder, was she already pregnant? Did she in fact cheat on Paul while he was gone? And was he too stupid to be able to read the pregnancy test? Because when when she came out with the pregnancy test, she told him, "I'm sorry," was the first thing she said.
She sure did.
And then Paul was too stupid reading the pregnancy test to know what it meant. So he was asking her Nino or no Nino, and she kind of looked disgusted, kind of like you would be if you felt like you'd got busted by your man and were trying to scam. But he looked at it, and it's obvious he didn't know what was going on. So she said, "Okay, no, I'm not pregnant." And he's like, "Oh, thank God. Okay." So what if she was?
So is
If
that
she
why
is, and it's
Karini
not
is on
Paul, I guarantee it's not the guy. It's not the guy on Facebook that she is sending hard eyes to, because I believe he would be more interested in Paul than Karini.
right.
Uh,
But so is that why Karini's on bed rest? Because she's carrying twins?
of course,
Okay.
yes, and and you ladies out there that have been pregnant, every time they showed Karini, she was in bed and she slept late. She said she didn't feel good. That's not like morning sickness to you.
Absolutely. But let me ask you this. Could it be a possibility that Paul was there at a time when that he was there earlier than they started filming? And that he is that Maury would say you are the father.
You are the father. Absolutely. Completely possible. And I remember when they weren't filming and kind of in between seasons when there's no, NDA in effect, Paul was posting a lot, posting pictures of Karini at English classes and whatnot. So he was obviously there. And then notification came out that they were starting to film and he stopped posting. So it is completely possible he is there and that it is his baby or baby. I'm not saying either way, but he's demanding a DNA test, being the psychopath that he is.
Is that why they rushed him on wedding? Because it seems like the wedding was rushed. The mom said it was rushed. Even Karini said it was rushed. But she was pregnant, so she wanted to be legal.
Exactly. And oh man, Karini's poor mom. Every time they showed her, you could see the pain in that woman's eyes.
Yeah.
That she's scared to death for her little girl. Because she doesn't trust Paul. Maybe she's seen too much of him to trust him. But man, it was just heart wrenching for me seeing the look of pain and fear on that poor little woman's face, in the eyes especially. Her eyes were very communicative. Yeah, feels like the wrong word.
So
okay, so everybody was talking about Tarik and how it was that Hazel wasn't, Hazel put the pillows down the middle of the bed and everything to keep him away. What if she knows more about Tarik than we're giving her credit for? What if she knows he's a dog? Maybe she's heard, or maybe she suspected it. Maybe her spider sense is better than we're giving her credit for. And she said, "This guy is a dog. I'm putting the pillows down the middle because let me throw this out. 90 Day Fiance needs a dissenting family member. There's always, the American wants to go over, and there's always a member of the family or a friend or something that is telling them, "No, you're crazy. This is bad. Don't do this."
Okay.
So he hooks up brother cousin Dean, and allegedly, and says, "Come on, let's go to the Philippines." Okay, let me throw this out. Buckle your seatbelts and prepare to scream, "Frank, you're out of your mind." Here we go. We know from last night's tea that allegedly Tarik likes threesomes.
Right.
What if Dean is the third? What if the two of them like to tag team poor, unfortunate third world girls who will do anything to escape?
I wouldn't.
So what if that's why he brought Dean with him?
I wouldn't put it past them, but I know
they're dogs, and they were planning on three-waying with Hazel.
I wouldn't put it past them. I'm not shocked,
That's what I was saying.
but
Yeah,
but
when you were during the tea last night, that's what I was thinking. Oh my God, I wonder if Dean was over there. If they were planning on tag teaming her.
probably so.
And
Probably so. And that's why I was saying they playing good cop, bad cop. But the young lady that I talked to that dated him for two
yeah,
years. Now this young lady dated him for 2 years. And they were planning on getting married. The family was excited about them getting married. She was excited about them getting married until she found out what the expectations were for her coming here to this country, that and what she had to deal with from him, and what So he laid it out to her, and then she had to go back to her family. As you know, you marry someone from the Philippines. They're very involved in who you
mm-hmm.
marry, and the family told her, we will support you in saying no to him, because this was just something that she was not willing to do. And her parents were not willing to send her to the United States to be allegedly a
A
concubine.
sex slave.
A concubine. Right. They were not willing to do that. So
Good on them.
good on, and that's what I see.
That makes me. Okay, so did you just let it slip that she was from the Philippines?
No, I said your wife is from the no, she's from Thailand.
That's exactly what I thought. I read the English and said, her English is good, but it's not perfect. And I looked at the way she phrased some things, and I said, that's hot. So, okay, yeah, same thing. Third world country, poor girls, poor families, coming to America and
Very
getting a
poor.
job and having a successful husband can raise your entire family standard of living.
Very
So
poor. Yeah.
good on them for saying no. That must have been agonizing, but I am proud of them. I'm nobody to them, but I am proud of them because as a guy, what they're talking about makes me sick. I don't know what you're thinking that you want to do that. That's if that's what you want, why are you married?
Exactly.
If you need two, there are plenty of women doing prostitutorial work that you could hook up with two anytime you wanted to. So why bring a girl here and treat her badly and go through all this? It's just as a guy with a daughter, no.
And that's what I told her. I said,
I know
I'm
you.
really proud. I told her, I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of your family. So I encouraged her as much as possible. Um, because that took a lot for her. She's extremely poor, and so is her family.
Yeah.
And she chose to not be
Yeah.
a victim, because she would have come over here and been a victim. Um,
Felt like she had no choice.
allegedly.
She had to do what he was asking because she was here, and he would probably have held the citizenship over her head.
Right.
I brought you here. I'll send you home.
Absolutely.
And that's just,
so if these
that's
things
just
are
bad.
true, because these are all, allegedly, if these things,
Allegations.
yep,
Yep.
sources, um, she got out ahead. She got out ahead, and as you see
Yeah.
on one of the messages, she said he could only bring one of us here. Because I said, well, why do you think, he's still calling you? And I asked a question, and I said, do you think it was Hazel? I don't know if you saw the text message, but I said, do you think that the other person was going to be Hazel? She said, no, he could only bring one of us. So,
Exactly. K1, he could only bring one. Yeah.
right. And she was the choice, but she was unwilling to do the show. And allegedly she has never spoken to TLC. She has never even been willing. They have never researched her. They've never done anything, allegedly. So they don't know her identity. Um according to her,
Yeah.
because she was totally not interested in doing this with him.
Oh, and good for her. Yeah. Yeah. Let me throw this out to you because you told her to call you Saturday morning. You got to be careful because her Saturday morning is different than your Saturday morning. So you need to specify that you want her to call you Saturday morning your time, not Saturday morning her time. So Saturday morning her time is like middle of the night Friday or something.
Well, we did.
So,
We did. We've talked on what you saw was one message, but we've talked on multiple platforms. So she was very clear
okay.
that Saturday morning meant my Saturday morning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, please ask her if, because you have kept her anonymity. And, if you don't mention her, ask if it's okay to spill the rest because, Jesus, what a guy. I mean, the info earlier about him and his dad and his son and all of that, holy cow, what a piece of work this guy is.
Yeah.
And for those of you who were saying TLC needs to do better background checks, do you really think TLC gives a rat's ass? They want ratings. If they could get a 6-time convicted felon on the air and get ratings for it, they would do it. They brought back Jesse and Darcy, the fakest relationship in the history of fake relationships. And they do it because ratings make money and they're in it for money and they don't care about the people that are on the screen or what they do, what they've done before the show, what they do after the show. As long as they're on the show and they're making money, that's fine. They really don't care. They knew our girl Molly had DUIs and didn't have her had her driver's license suspended when they started filming with her. That's why she had Olivia drive her around for a while. They knew that. They probably knew that Angela had 2 DUIs and picked up her third a couple of weeks ago. They don't care because they're not hiring nannies for their children. They don't care about the background check. They don't care what you've done before because the worst thing that can happen is you go on sarcasm or something and they reveal a bunch of info about you, about what a terrible person you are. What does that do? That causes more people to watch the show. They don't care. So, sorry, I got off on a little bit of a rant there, but yeah, I'm sure that's the truth. They really couldn't give 2 craps less.
So let me ask you a question about, why did Katie seem like she set Ricky up? What was her end goal?
Okay. There was going to be a Sunday night viewing party in New York City.
Yeah, I was
Katie
invited.
was going to host.
I was invited.
So, yeah. So she's in the area on Saturday, and Ricky messages her and says, hey, holla, girl, I'd like to meet up with you, and have it, and have a discussion. So she says, okay, the viewing party and everything's going to be in this part of New York City. And he says, okay, and he gets a hotel right in that area, and comes to the bar, has a few drinks, and I don't know if this came out earlier, but he was hitting on Katie.
Yeah, they were saying he was.
Yeah. His wife DM'd her on Instagram the next day and said, heard you were out with my husband. The wife says they're not in the middle of getting a divorce, that they are perfectly happy. That there's no divorce, there's no nothing, that they are still together and everything is fine. She says that Ricky works for her. The company that Ricky takes photos for and does videos for is her company. And that the entire TLC thing was all publicity to get publicity for their company. Ricky, once he'd had a couple, one too many or whatnot, I'm not going to talk about vomiting because Katie said it was either vomiting or dry heaving. She wasn't exactly sure because she wasn't going to look at that stuff. that once he'd had a couple, that she asked him about Melissa, and he said Melissa was a complete fake fabrication. It was something that he and TLC cooked up. That the real reason that he went to Columbia was to meet Yamina, which I don't know that I believe that either. Yamina is a college student in Tampa.
Exactly. He could have met her in Tampa.
Unless, stay with me on this, TLC won't pay for his trip to go to Tampa. He won't be on TV. He won't get publicity for him and his wife's company. So he goes on Colombian Cupid or Latina Cupid or whatever it is, and finds her and says, "Hey, you want to be on TV?" And she says, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So he cooks up this whole thing, and yeah, she was tired after her flight, not because she flew, a couple of hours away from another part of Colombia to come visit him, but because she flew all the way from Tampa.
Yeah, I said that. I said that in the earlier video. Absolutely. She flew in from Tampa. Yeah. That's why it took her 5 hours.
Yeah, exactly. So she flew in from Tampa, and
so Katie
maybe
wasn't
he hit it, maybe he didn't.
So Katie
maybe the whole
thing
was an act.
So Katie was not trying to set him up. He just came there, drunk too much alcohol allegedly, and then he acted a plum fool.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah, he talked too much. I think she just wanted to talk to him because she's the queen of the 90 Day Fiancé Reddit channel, and she she makes memes. John called her the C word. She's had conversations with all sorts of members of the cast. So this was just an opportunity for her to have drinks with a member of the cast and ask the questions that everyone was asking, which was, was the Melissa thing fake? And he said, yeah, it was fake, cooked up by him and Sharp.
So, but why did the wife reach out to Katie and correct Katie if she's fine with his infidelity?
Yeah, that would have been a good question. Yes, I was out having drinks with your husband, and matter of fact, he was flirting with me and hitting on me and whatnot. Are you okay with that?
Right. I mean, don't call. Okay, so I'm glad to know that she wasn't trying to set him up. That he just acted like a fool.
Yeah, he actually contacted her and said, hey, I'd like to meet up with you and have a drink or whatnot. And they hung out, and he got a little too happy with himself and had too many drinks, and ate some pizza, and of course, all that grease on the stomach is already kind of wheezy from too much alcohol, and
cheese.
Either he dry heaved or he vomited over the edge of the building, which I'm sure the people on the sidewalk below would have been very appreciative of.
What an idiot! Well, you got anything else for us?
Let's see. Whole thing was a fraud. Why says you're not divorcing? PD and NYC, Selena's in Tampa. Darcy is broke. Tarik looks like Sinbad.
You did a great job.
All
this is
great.
Looks
like it's made out of aluminum foil. I think that somebody compared Paul's suit to the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. I thought that was pretty funny.
You did a great job, Frank.
Other than that,
Frank.
Yeah.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Well, I appreciate it. One thing I would like to say is that I don't know if I'm taking credit for this falsely, but lots of tea is flowing your way, and I'm very, very proud of that. I hope that I have somehow inspired people to dig up to boil their own tea and bring it along. Because if I'm not the only one providing tea, we can, together we can have all the info we want to know and know everything there is to know about the fraudulent people. And I'm just hoping that with all these stories collapsing so quickly, that maybe Sharp gets us more genuine people in the future. But as my rant earlier said, they might not care. But Once again, thanks for your time. Thanks for your platform, Auntie. Clink, clink, clink. I guess that's what got Ricky in trouble.
And that's
Too
exactly
much
what it
clink, clink,
did.
clink.
And so don't forget next Thursday, same time, same spot to get our Reddit report. I do appreciate you so much, Frank.
I appreciate you too, Auntie. I'm sorry I missed the Ricky call earlier because I had all this info already for you, but I had the unmitigated audacity of being on the West Coast and going to dinner. So, yeah.
Yes,
Talk to
sir.
you
I
next
told me
week.
you were at dinner.
Have
Thank
a good
you.
week, Auntie and cousins, and I'll see you then.
Love
Adios.
you. Wow. The plot gets thicker and thicker and cotton freaking thicker. Thank you all so much for staying around and for listening. I know this is a long video. I'm going to try to edit some of this down and all of that kind of stuff. I hope you all still love me because thank you, sweetie. I would love to hear a video on Frank's experience with the K1 visa. Do it, Auntie. Love you. Okay, I will. I'm sure Frank has seen that and we'll work that out where we can I've had quite a few people who have okay. Excuse me. Please excuse me. I've had quite a few people who have wanted to share their 90-day fiance stories, and they do it quite often on my Facebook page. So I don't know if you, Amina, are part of the Facebook channel. Hit me up on aunties2cents@gmail.com so I can give you entry, you and your husband. But there are quite a few people that want to know. Thank you, Maggie's mama. She said this was a great show. Thank you, Auntie and callers. What a night. Yes, Lola Garcia. We worked through it though. We chugged. Thank you all so much for loving me. Y'all have a great weekend and we'll see each other on Sunday. If that tea comes to me from the young lady, I absolutely will be releasing a video on it. Absolutely will. Won't withhold it from you. Trust me on that one. Love you all. Have a great night and a great weekend. Bye.